There is something brewing, and I brought this up before, and I'm going to bring this up again. Vanguard, their CEO said they're not going to offer spot ETFs for Bitcoin, and it does not belong in a long-term portfolio because it's not a store of value. So these are pretty harsh words. It almost sounds like Jamie Dimon in a way, right? Vanguard is a huge, everyone talks about BlackRock. You know, Vanguard is actually like just as big, if not bigger, but they're just like hiding in secret. So they came out and basically bashed Bitcoin. But I showed you guys this before. You know, who is the largest shareholder of Coinbase? Is it Brian Armstrong? Is it BlackRock? No, the largest shareholder of Coinbase is Vanguard at 7.3%. And it's not even close. ARK is 4.4, BlackRock 4.3. So again, take a second to think about it. The largest shareholder of the biggest crypto exchange in the United States is Vanguard. Well, what about one of our largest mining companies, okay? Marathon. Who's the largest shareholder? Not BlackRock, it's Vanguard by a large amount too, 8.77%. So they've also invested in mining companies. This is just one of them. What about our beloved MicroStrategy? They can't be possibly shareholders of MicroStrategy, right? Yeah, they're not number one, but they're number two at 7.7%, even more than BlackRock. So you see what's going on, and I showed this. This is amazing too. BlackRock has his own shares. And who's the top shareholder of BlackRock? Not BlackRock, it's Vanguard. Vanguard is behind everything. So there's something going on here. You know, all these recent price manipulations and stuff. You know, maybe it's Vanguard because it's not BlackRock that's taking over Bitcoin, it's Vanguard. They're literally the largest shareholder of every public trade company that has anything to do with Bitcoin, including BlackRock. That doesn't even make any sense. How could BlackRock itself not own more shares of its own company? That's just quite amazing. So, I mean, that tells you something, right? That there are still some in power that are trying to fool you into thinking that, nah, we have no interest in Bitcoin. We have no interest whatsoever, yet they're buying up everything they can behind the scenes. This is exactly what's happening, right? Institutions are FOMOing in. They don't want everyone else to grab as much as they do because they feel like they're playing catch up, and Vanguard is. Or maybe they haven't been. I don't know. Maybe they've been leading all the way. I don't know. But what I do know is this. You can't trust these guys. Bitcoin is the future, led by retail, now unfortunately led by institutions. But don't let these guys take away all your Bitcoin. The big boys will continue to accumulate, and they will not stop. It would not surprise me tomorrow when we get to today's figures, we see there's massive amount of buying from BlackRock and others. So this is a look at total bought, I guess. Total Bitcoins bought by the billions in December, and then January, and then February. And look at March. March is already above February levels, and we're only halfway through the month. So again, these guys will be buying. And on days like today, when we have a drop and retail is panicking, guess who's buying more? The big institutions. So it would not surprise me tomorrow we get these astronomical figures for BlackRock because, you know, they know how to load up. Those institutional investors, they know how to load up. They load up when everyone else is panicking. And here's the thing. Look at how much is flowing in right now into, if you look at the gray line, that's how much is flowing into Bitcoin, okay? And then how much is being produced per day on the bottom. And you could see the gap widening, okay? It's only going to get worse from here. especially after the halving event. The number of Bitcoin being mined per day and being released per day will be diminished, and the demand will keep on increasing exponentially. And, that gap is going to be very, very, very wide at the end of this year and beginning of next year, and basically forever. I don't think that's ever going to change. This is one of those things that you can't reverse. You can't reverse time on this. Those ETFs are going to be buying forever. And it's not just institutions. We have Mr. 100, whoever. Probably, I'm going to just go call him Mr. Bezos because he has like $3 billion or $4 billion of the Bitcoin accumulated over the last 6-7 months. But add another 700 Bitcoins. Keep in mind, and that was just yesterday, keep in mind that there are only 900 Bitcoin produced per day. And he alone, yesterday, bought 700 out of 900. So think about it. Again, supply shock, right? There are a lot of buyers right now. Okay, so I have zero fear over Bitcoin. Zero. It may drop a little bit. It may have a scam wick down 15%, whatever it may do. But, you just have to look at the facts. Okay, there's just not enough to go around. There's hundreds of millions that will be bought every single day moving forward. There should be zero fear. If you are a Bitcoin holder, you just laugh. You just laugh at any incoming volatility. Okay, there is zero fear that Bitcoin is not going to go higher, much higher than where it is now. And of course, Saylor, he's not done buying. He just raised $525 million again. He said he was going to raise $500 million. He raised $525 million, okay, with a small interest rate. I don't know who he's selling this to. Like I don't know. I feel like Michael Saylor found a cheat code. Like, who in Wall Street would loan him $525 million over 7 years and only pay less than a percentage of interest? I would like to do that. I would like to raise $500 million and pay 1% interest. You put it in Bitcoin, it's a cheat code. The payback is 7 years. That's 2 more cycles from now. Bitcoin will be at $1 million by then. How is Saylor doing this? I feel like this is an absolute cheat code right now. Every company, every public traded company should be doing this. You're basically getting free money. It's much less than what you would get from a bank. Even a bank won't lend you anything for 0.875 interest. That's absolutely crazy. But anyways, you know where this is going. 525 more is going to Bitcoin, right? And this is on top of the 800 million that he just bought last week.